This is our first live through Patreon, like actual using the Patreon service. They just added this. So I'm very excited as a possible way to bypass wicked YouTube. So shalom, shalom. I see three of you are here. Okay. Oh, it says six are here. Interesting. Six are here, but it only shows a few of you in the chat. Gary says the chat is more YouTube like. Well, that's good. Shalom, Tet. Harrison, Betty, Gary, and Tet. I see you. You're all in here. Maybe we'll just give a few more minutes for others to roll in. So I am excited about this. You hear me, right? Oh yeah, I got a one already. I forgot there was a one. Exciting. Ah, cool. A big heart just went up. That was really cool. Whoever did that, neat animated heart. Shalom, Brenda. Yay. Oh, and a fire went up. Very cool. I think I'm gonna like this. Harrison said, we'll dub this screw tube, like screw YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny. So the drosh from last Shabbat, I left it up for a few days and I decided let's check the analytics and see how it's doing. And I told you, I know I had a feeling they're shadow banning me again, right? I mean, we're down from 300 subs a month to 100, just the telltale signs. And I checked. I'm like, I wonder how many new subscriptions we picked up from the Drosh. So I looked over those 300 some odd views. I think like 360 views, something like that. And guess how many new subscriptions there were? -1. So we lost a subscriber. That was the. I thought, interesting. It's almost as if YouTube isn't showing it to people who are not subscribers, right? so so we lost one of our subscribers. This happens sometimes. Like a lot of times Jews will come and watch and they're eager to learn, right? Or you'll have people who are like wanting to convert to Judaism, right? Sometimes you have like Noahides, people who used to be Christians and now they're like bitter and angry. They're not anymore. And like usually Jews don't care so much. Like if someone mentions Yeshua or something, they're not like, oh my gosh, nothing like that. It's usually the ones who have rejected the Messiah. They get very angry. The Gentiles who rejected the Messiah and they're studying to become Jews, and so they'll come to the channel and they think, oh, okay, it's just learning Hebrew, and then they'll watch one of the full Shabbat drashes, and I mention Messiah or something, and yeah, okay, they're gone, right? So I think that's what that -1 is probably. But it's just kind of funny. It's like so obvious they're not recommending the channel in search results to anybody. So, all right, we got 7 here. No minion yet. I am drinking Buko juice, coconut juice. Not as fresh as yesterday. This is what was left from yesterday. Very good stuff. Well, maybe we'll go ahead and start because we are about 4 minutes in and people can join in as they do. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do this Kings this way from now on. We'll do it live here. I'll probably do the same thing with Exodus. We'll do it live here for Exodus and for Kings, and it'll be free for anybody who's at the live, right? And then when we're done, what I'll do is it'll be for Sha'ar, peeps and above, right? So tier 1, the tier 1 on Patreon. And then maybe like the first half or first third, I'll have over on YouTube, and then go on over to Patreon to see the rest. Something like that, right? As we're trying everything we can to stay alive. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I really hope this will be a seamless stream. We won't have any problems. Adonai Adonenu ma'adir shimcha. כן יהי רצון, כי בלילה הזאת כל יהיה טוב בלי צרות. בי אבא, תעזר נא אותנו, אותי וגם את כל תלמידיי. אנחנו רוצים ללמוד טוב בעיניך. לא לי ולך יהיה כל הכבוד. All right. Okay, so here we are. Let's get started. We are in First Kings. Oops, that's wrong. Not chapter 16, chapter 17. My bad. Hold on. Let me see. I think I can. Let's see if we can fix this on the fly. because that's going to bother me, and it might confuse people later. Ho ho! Updated! Let me update the other slides too. I guess that gives folks a few more minutes trolling. How's the sound? Is it okay? Is there any dropping or is it clear? All right. Shalom Pei. All right, so let's get to it. 1 Kings chapter 17, verse 12. We continue with the story of Eliyahu Hanavi. That's Elijah the prophet. Oops, my arrow is. There we go. Let's scan it. Vatomer Chai Adonai Elohecha, or Elohecha, im yesh li ma'og, ki im melo chaf kemach, or ta chaf kemach, bakad, u ta me'at shemen, batzapachat, vehinni mekosheshet shenayim aitzim, uvati. This is the lady speaking, the widow. Ve'asitihu li ve'livni ve'achalnuhu ve'matenu. Pardon me, yeah, that's right. Ve'matenu. All right, such a happy story. Happy perspective. All right, 9 here. We almost got a minion. Maybe I should take another sip before continuing and give folks a chance to climb in. Love having a working mute button. That is fun. Das ist fantastisch. Some of the family were doing German immersion earlier today, watching Tron Legacy in German audio. I wasn't included, but I could hear it. I wanted to. I looked in a couple times. Oh, that looks fun. Inday, Delam Day, Harrison. On Harrison. Okay, verse 12. Here we go. I'm way out of practice with my Vietnamese. So, Vatomer. Then she said. You'll notice it's the same form as you said, talking to a man. So, in the imperfect form of the verb, the second person masculine, so that's you talking to a man, looks identical to the third person feminine, that's she. So, this one is she, right? Vatomer. And she said, this is the widow. Chai Adonai Elohecha, as Adonai your God lives. Im yeshli, if yesh there exists, li to me. So that means if I have ma'og. Now this is an interesting word choice. Ma'og. Ma'og technically means like a place to hang out. Okay, like even a place to hang out. But the idea being that there's provisions there. But it's interesting because it almost sounds like cake. It's similar to the word for cake, which we'll see later. And it's also similar to the word for mock, like mockery, mocking. So I'm not sure if the widow has a double meaning. Hey, we have a minion. Great. If the widow has a double meaning. Oh, interesting. It sounds a lot like a Vietnamese phrase as well, Harrison. He says, Chai Lao. Of course, I have no idea what the tones are in Thai. So means yes, emphatically. So she's like, as the Lord lives, as Adonai, your God lives, im yesh li ma'og, if I even have a place that has provisions in it, and it sounds kind of like the word for cake and kind of like a word for mocking, ki im melo chaf kemach, if it is full of chaf, this is the chaf, right? This part of the hand here, right? It's the palm and the underparts of the fingers. So it's a little bit more than a palm in English. This is just the palm, right? But this is the chaf in Hebrew. In fact, it's shaped like the letter chaf. That's one way you can remember it. And spelled the same way. Chaf. So that much of kemach, of flour. Ba kad. B in. Ak the Cod. In the jar or in the jug. Cod can mean either one of those things. So she talks a little bit funny. Yeah, my arrow keeps disappointing, beer appearing. Ume'at shemen. And me'at, a little bit of shemen, of oil. Ba tzapachat. So ba in atz, the tzapachat, in the flask. That's a flask. Vehini. And behold, I. And look, I. Mekosheshet. I've been gathering Shenayim, or I've gathered. It's just the way she talks. I've gathered. Literally, I, a gathering one. Shenayim, two. Aitzim, pieces of wood. Uvati, then I will come. So vati is perfect, right? It means I came, I arrived, I entered. But the u changes it. That's a Vav conversive. It's just we're not so used to seeing the Vav conversive as an U. The only reason it's an U is because Beit is one of the letters in our bump schwa mnemonic. Remember? The Vav becomes a U if it comes in front of a B, M, or P. Okay? And maybe I'll write that. We don't do as much review. This is a little bit faster on First King's Day than it is on Torah Day, but still, every once in a while we can do something. So let's see. Oh, sorry. Oh, bump schwa. So the oo is ooh because it's preceding this guy. B makes it a ooh. So ooh, now it's Vav conversive. So vati is I arrived, right? But ooh vati and I will arrive. So when I will arrive, get my arrow back. Va asiti. So this is again the verb asa, ein seen hey, and the hey went away. So asiti means I made it, but it's a va conversive. Va asiti, and the reason for the patach underneath the vav is because you can't start a word with two schwas in a row. We have that chat of patach. You see that's a schwa and a patach underneath it. So when you have a composite schwa and you're at the beginning of a word, and the first letter is going to have to lengthen its schwa, well, what happens is it takes the sound that's under the composite schwa, so it's going to copy that patach over there. So that's why va hu, and I will make it li for me, ve and li for veni, my son. Va achalnu hu. So achal, aleph kaf lamed is eat. Nu is we. So achal nu is we ate. Who? Him. We ate him. We ate it. Right? Meaning what she's going to make. But the vav conversive changes it. So va achal nu hu means and we will eat it. Right? We will. We will. All right, 13 here. I like it. I like it. People are figuring out Patreon. Baruch Hashem. Okay. And so what's our plan? We're going to eat it. Va matenu. And we will die. We will die. It's like, oh, what a plan. Gonna eat it and then die. So I've been saving it. We're in a drought, right? There's not much food. She's just a widow, no main breadwinner, and she's got her boy. Okay, let me see if the chats. I'm going to check out your chats. See if I can. How can I make it so they scroll past pretty quickly? So if I missed anybody's comment, let me know. We're getting used to the live stuff. Another Hebrew teacher called it a schwa fight, Gary says. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's a nice way to. I like that. Was that your hillbilly rabbi? You said you had a hillbilly rabbi before, Gary. I like that term. That'd be a good website, thehillbillyrabbi.com.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Some smart device thought I was talking to it. All right. Redneck. Oh, Redneck Rabbi. That's what it was. Or Hillbilly Rabbi. Maybe I made that one up. Harrison says, anyone see the pop out options? Like this stuff? The fires that fly around and stuff, you mean, Achi? Or is there something else? I'm clicking. I don't know if you guys are seeing it or not. All right, let's go through it again. You try to translate before I do this time, okay? Going to go pretty quickly, though. This is First Kings, and I thought we'd go through a handful of verses to make some good progress. Keep discussing down below about the pop-outs. That's all good. All right. Vatomer, Chai Adonai Elohecha, im yesh li ma'og. Then she said, as Adonai, your God, Chai, as he lives, im yesh li, if I have to me, ma'og, provisions at home, a place with provisions. But it sounds kind of like the word for cake, oga. Ki im melochaf kemach, but only a palm full of flour, bakad, in the jar, umarat shemen, and a little bit of oil, batzapachat, in the flask. Vehini, and behold, I, mekosheshet, have gathered shenayim aitzim, two sticks, two pieces of wood. Uvati, and I will arrive, I will come home, even though it shouldn't say home, but like when I arrive. Vasitihu, I will make it li for me, believe me, and for my son. Vachalnu, vachalnuhu. It's hard to do the low and high while doing a fake female voice. I'll just talk normally. Vachalnuhu, and we will eat it. Vamatenu, then we will die. Lo aleinu. Chas v'shalom. All right. One more time through. Just do your best. No tones or anything like that. ותאמר, חי אדוני אלוהיך, אם יש לי מעוג, כי אם מלוכף קמח, בכד, ומעט שמן בצפחת. והנה מקוששת שניים עצים. ובאתי ועשיתיהו לי ולבני, ואכלנוהו ומתנו. Okay. She's like, don't mess up my plan, man. I got such a plan going on. All right. Let's go to the next verse. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to continue this study, we continue with several more verses over at my Patreon. That's at https://patreon.com/Hebrew literacy. That's patreon.com/Hebrew literacy. You can watch the rest over there by just becoming a tier 1 member, which is the Sha'ar level, which is just $10 a month. And you really help us to continue making these things possible. We are in a struggle to keep this teaching alive. And if you do learn from it, if you do find it adds value to your learning of Biblical Hebrew, please consider joining me over there. We've had a lot of things happening with YouTube. We're in a spiritual battle, it seems. And so check it out over there. You'll see the entire teaching that was recorded live. I think it's 40 or 45 minutes long. And you'll be doing us a solid. I really appreciate you guys. And even if you can't join, you can still join Patreon for free. I've got stuff over there for free as well. And I really appreciate it. Be blessed and have a wonderful day. Shalom, shalom.